Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's episode of Ants, where we're here, you're there, we're all over the place, and oh my god, why? Why? Absolutely why? Z, X, K. Thank you for at least someone laughing at that one. We're about to begin tonight with the good things tonight of tonight's episode, Benedict. More on that. But first...
I'm back, bitches!
We are back here with Justin Jablonski.
Hello.
Jablonski played it. Yep, he's back with his face cam. We're back. He's got the
Oh!
internet. He's definitely
We see
back.
our face.
There, so
Yep,
yeah,
I got
Justin Jablonski.
my.
He's got internet. He's back. He's having a good time there. Welcome back, my friend.
Now I
Hey,
can say
good
it's
to be
good to
back.
see you.
Yeah, as you could tell,
Yep.
new digs. For right now, my bed is in my living room.
Sounds like a pain in the ass.
So don't expect a lot of this crap to be around much longer, hopefully.
But I like it when when you have crap all over the place lately. Hey Drake, how you doing? Spring Simmer. So tonight's episode is called Benedict.
And we're not talking about Cumberbatch.
I
Oh,
wish
we're talking about the gags?
Yeah.
I mean, I like Doctor Strange. I was about to say Doctor Who.
I love it.
Benedict
Yeah,
Benedict
no.
Cumberbatch is Doctor Who. Can you guys imagine that?
Oh boy, yes. I've seen him as Sherlock.
I'm still pissed we didn't get a no shit Sherlock line.
Yeah, it would have been fun hearing Doctor Strange say that.
Exactly.
But yeah. Not talking about that Benedict. I would much rather be talking about that Benedict.
Aside from that, I'm also here with a bright idea as usual, and Sparts.
Yes.
And Sparts. Sparts.
He likes to have a dramatic entrance.
Sparts doesn't have much to say.
I'm waiting for him to not call me Spart.
Yeah.
He's there. We got things there. So a little bit of a rush in here. I want to say Happy Canada Day to my part Canadian relatives up in the north, and happy 4th of July.
I thought Canada Day was on the 1st.
Well, it was, but like.
Is there another? Oh, okay. But the 1st was on Monday last week, so
yeah,
that
it
makes
was.
sense.
We missed it.
And we also missed 4th of July then.
Oh, I guess. Well, yeah, that's why I said it now. Bright. Besides, what I was gonna say that I mean I have told you guys I'm part Canadian.
Oh,
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
My grandmother was born in Vancouver.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm part
I
Canadian.
used to, I was born in like upstate, western New York, so I was like a lake trip away from you.
Really? Like I haven't been to
'cause
Canada, but I'd love to go.
I lived like right along the line of Lake Ontario. I could have just hopped on a boat and go, wee!
Whee! And it's cool. Last weekend, my family went to a wedding in Detroit, and we actually had an Airbnb in Windsor. So, like, we thought it would be cheaper to get an Airbnb there, but it turned out we had to, like, cross the bridge and pay a toll. So, like, from USA to Canada, $5. From Canada to USA, another $4.50. We had to do that a couple of times. Be like, we should have just gotten something in Detroit.
There you go. Wasn't it really cost you $5 to get from the USA to Canada?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And it was like, geez. I mean, we brought our passports because we were prepared for that. And it's interesting. The people who, like, they're guarding, like, they go from USA to Canada, the people are really friendly. Is like, they ask way more questions. So, like, are you going for business or pleasure? Like, everybody is like, they just ask more questions and they're less friendly about it.
It's just until you like finally say, I want to go home! And then they just like say, oh, why didn't you say so to begin for?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get down to business tonight. Let us get down to the business that is business related
You mean
to business.
bringing a segment back?
Yeah.
We are bringing back an old segment from Miss Streamy Brony Theater 4000, and that segment is, what is Justin Jablonski eating tonight? So in that asks you the question there, ladies and gentlemen, what are you eating tonight, Justin Jablonski?
I'm eating Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Because they actually had a deal going on where if you order the minimum of $10, you get free delivery. And I didn't feel like cooking tonight.
Nice.
Even though I got like a huge dinner box from Pizza Hut a couple days ago.
You could have just let me at Chipotle, but thank you. It's been your segment tonight of what Justin Blonsky is eating, blah, blah, blah. Thank you very much. So, with that said, let's get down to tonight's business here. We got a lot of news tonight, and a lot of news there is. First off, in movie news tonight. Right. We got our actress who's going to be playing Ariel in the upcoming Little Mermaid. Last week, we announced that what was it, Melissa McCarthy?
Yeah, I was going to play Ursula.
It's going to be Ursula. Good.
Oh.
This time we got Haley Bailey.
Halle Bailey.
Halle
At first
Bailey.
I was thinking, it looked like Halle Berry. I was like, wait, no, let me read that again.
Right?
Halle
Except
Bailey.
Twist of Fate just came in. How you doing, Twist of Fate? I thought Halle Bailey. She's not even alive anymore, is she?
Halle Berry?
Halle Berry?
Yeah, no, she's well alive.
Yeah, she's a young actress.
How old?
But I'm excited. I want to see what this new one does.
Yep.
So also, there is a massive debate going on who should play King Triton. I'm in camp Terry.
Yeah.
I wanted to say.
I can see that.
I'm gonna say who's the one that they want people to play King Triton as now? Idris Elba.
Terry Crews, Idris Elba.
Idris
Idris
Elba.
Elba.
Idris
Yeah.
Elba would make the best King Tritons.
Yeah.
And though now there's a new. Someone said this as a joke, but I want this to happen after I found. Someone wants Gordon Ramsay to play the chef in.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck yes! It's like, piss off, you
totally.
crab!
I mean, well, the chef had a French accent, so they just have to switch it for the British.
No, he's
And
Australian.
they'd have to.
He's actually, I think he's Australian. I think he's actually Australian.
No, he's British,
Ah.
but he trained. He partially trained in France.
Wasn't
Okay.
there a theory that Twist of Fate asks? Wasn't there a theory that each of Triton's daughters was a different sea? Actually, never. Mind.
Yeah, because there's I remember in the song that like is kind of introducing each of the daughters. There I can't remember off the top of my head, but
Nobody
they
does.
sound like different ocean or sea names.
Yeah, there's like.
Now I have to look up and like see what the daughters' names were.
Everybody but Ariel has the word.
See what sea they're seen as.
Every sister except for Ariel had the word at the end. That's why when they're singing the song,
they all have
trying
A
to remember.
names.
I mean, Juwan, have you ever seen The Little Mermaid, actually?
Yeah, I've seen The Little Mermaid.
Kingdom Hearts does not count. I mean, we danced to in Little
No,
Mermaid.
I've seen The Little Mermaid, Evan. I know Kingdom Hearts doesn't count.
Yep.
I
Except
think
for
I've
that,
seen every Little Mermaid movie, actually.
every single one. Oh, yeah, there's the sequels.
Yeah, the sequel and the prequel.
Oh, yeah, that fucking prequel. Oh, my God.
We did a
Yeah.
family. There was
mean-
a Twitch streamer who did a family movie night. We all of us in chat got together and did a family movie night because none of us in chat knew that movie exists, but the streamer did. And he was like, "Hold on, you guys don't know about Bambi? What was it, like Bambi 2 and I think
Yeah, Bambi 2.
Oh, yeah, we're friggin'
and,
on
Little Mermaid."
Where Patrick Stewart
Patrick's-
plays the Prince of the Forest. He plays the father deer, daddy deer.
A king does not woo-hoo.
Yeah.
That was the best. That was
Yes.
the best.
Okay, so
But yeah, none of us in
Ariel's
chat.
sisters. I have a list of Ariel's sisters here. So there's Aquata, Andrina, Arista, Atina, Adela, and Alana. I don't know how those are sea names, but hey,
Who cares?
do some research.
Who cares? Ariel's related to Hercules. That's the only other theory I know.
Yeah, that one's a good theory.
Twisted Fate is going
how
all
about
over
the
this.
theory
Ariel,
where-
Footloose Sans Feet. That was basically the prequel to Little Mermaid. It was Footloose.
Yeah.
What else?
Now for a
Well,
very
how about the theory? I have a theory about like the shipwreck that they see at the beginning of the Little Mermaid. That's Elsa and Anna's ship that got wrecked.
Yep, and Tarzan is their brother.
Oh, that's
Yes.
bullshit.
Yeah,
You know what-
Disney
just- you know
theory.
what? Just you saying that, Evan. Hey Google, what does the fox say?
Ring ding 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 a ding and wop pop 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 pow. Or so I've heard.
That is hilarious.
Very funny.
I'm a fucking comedian.
In other news, we have a trailer that dropped today. Was the Mulan trailer.
I actually am liking what they're doing with it from the trailer.
Yeah, they have a trailer today.
They're making it more action movie, which fits.
My question.
Yeah.
My goddamn question is when. Whether I'm just hoping Disney does it. They're going to do the real story.
Yeah. Yeah, like the real story of Mulan.
Yeah, at least.
I mean, the Disney version aside, I mean, nobody can replace those songs and whatnot, but I'm actually respecting the fact that they are choosing not to do the musical.
Sorry, Juan, what'd you say?
Said the greatest Twitch meme of 2018.
What was that?
Be a man. Every streamer was singing that.
I got a whole convention hall to sing it.
When you were saying "Let's get down to business," I was like, holding myself back from "To defeat the Hun."
When
restraining myself.
This is probably the last MetroCon that I went to, if I remember correctly. I got a whole hallway to sing "I'll Make a Man Out of You."
Oh my god.
This is like late at night during one of the raves, and it's like all the people that were like, you know what, screw the raves.
Just ran out the crowd and shouted, "Let's get down to business."
That's one of those what do you call them? Mandatory sing-along songs.
Yep.
Like you start it, everybody will finish it.
Kind of like the Pokemon theme.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yes.
They do it with the Pokemon theme. I'll Make a Man. Well, most Disney songs.
Yeah. And Rockstar, Smash Mouth.
Did you ever see that video of that New York subway where they all started singing in sync? Or Backstreet Boys?
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
That was a good shot. This guy's just has a radio in there and they're playing what was it? What was the song?
It was I Want It That Way.
Yeah, I Want It That Way, and everybody was just like singing there in the subway. There was this one guy on a cell phone that was like trying to not sing, and he was like pushing on the side there.
It's like, damn it!
The one video I saw, the guy was like, "I was having such a bad day, but this really lifted my spirits."
There. I remember. Okay.
Our song.
Anyway,
I like Moulin Rouge. Very good twist. I was thinking that.
Oh my god, Moulin Rouge.
I love that movie.
I understand why people love it, but my god, that editing makes me want to put a fucking bullet in my head.
In the beginning, it's tough, but
like there's like.
It's funny because one time a friend and I watched Moulin Rouge, but every time they said love, we said. So like replace every time you hear love with boop. I will always boop you.
Oh, I thought you said boobs. I'm like, what?
No, boop. Like, boop.
There you go. It's like you replaced everything there. But yeah, that editing in that movie makes me want to freaking hurl ass. Anyway, here's another mom movie thing related, but I thought it was pretty cool. A video came out today of this new challenge that's coming out here, the bottle cap challenge.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, what is that?
Who can basically explain this one for me?
Pretty much,
so
it's
basically
like picking off a bottle cap with your foot.
Yeah.
Huh. Picking up a bottle cap with your foot, like your toes?
You have to kick it. You have to kick the bottle and make the cap unscrew from the bottle itself.
Oh, by kicking it.
Yeah.
So
Donnie Yen, is that his name? Donnie Yen, the guy who was the blind dude from Rogue one of my favorite Star Wars movies. Put on a blindfold and friggin' spin kicked it open. That was amazing. The Force is with.
That was until.
He is one with the Force. The Force is with him.
Until someone went up to him with a chlanka.
What?
What?
Sandal.
Oh, schlaka. What language is that?
Okay, the Latino people will probably figure out that one.
Okay.
The wrestler.
They know all too well what that one is.
Okay.
A WWE wrestler did it barefoot.
Wow.
But he's also like a 10th degree like kickboxer, so it was kind of easy for him.
Indeed. So what
but
else?
Yeah, that is some Bruce Lee stoof right there.
Some other news coming out here. I'm gonna be going back into more stuff when Cruiser gets here later. Some other news going on here in the Disney parks coming out here. Apparently this fall, Disney will be closing some stores, including Character Greet, Innoventions, and Club Cool. So you know what that means?
They said with Club Cool, elements are going to be going elsewhere into the park.
So you know what that means. You all know what that means.
But...
He's going.
Uh-oh, he's getting something.
I hope he gets a tinfoil hat. I really hope he gets a tinfoil hat.
Does he have a bottle of Beverly?
I have at least 5 bottles of these MegaCon things. I'm going to fill them all to the top with Beverly.
Woo! What's Beverly?
I made you try it when you were here in Florida.
Oh! I forgot what the name was.
You remember it was that fucking disgusting Italian soda that you...
No, friggin'
I think I really got the full flavor. It's like, I did not have that much of a reaction, did I?
I don't know. I took video of it.
For those that don't know, when I first moved to Georgia, my ex, myself, and my mom went to the World of Coca-Cola, and they have a huge ass tasting room where you can try sodas from different parts of the world, and I had my mom try Beverly.
Yeah.
How did that turn out?
At the same time though, she kept getting forced to drink like nasty sodas, and only the nasty sodas.
Only the nasty ones.
Because my ex kind of pushed it on her.
A spoonful of sugar helps the Beverly go down.
God damn it!
So I got a video. Here. You guys can see my video because mine kind of froze.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a video here of Bright Idea. Actually, I'm trying the Beverly. I'm gonna do. I'm apologizing.
Nice.
I gotta do it gorilla style, but yeah.
There you go.
Her reaction is kind of like not even like worth it. But I'm gonna play it for you guys.
Oh, your other left.
So yeah, I'm gonna be.
Yeah, you gotta go lower.
I gotta go this gorilla style, guys. So I apologize. So.
But yeah.
Here we go.
My
oh
family,
shit.
Nah, nope.
At some point, my
just
family.
Quiet, everybody, shut up. Let's turn up the volume. And here we go.
Almost. Yeah. There we go. It was windy then.
I can taste a lot of everything.
Yeah, it took me a while.
That's the Coca-Cola place in downtown Disney, isn't it?
It's super sugary.
It wasn't sugar.
And your attempt failed, good sir.
You're sugary? Come on, Bright. That was not even close to being sugarly. Like I just said, a spoonful of sugar helps the Beverly. Do you want to know what I should do, guys? If you want to Bright, do you have a PO box?
Yeah.
Do you have a PO box?
I don't have a PO box, but could probably ship me something.
I want everybody here who's watching this to ship Bright Idea a can of Beverly. Just have her thing filled with it. If she does, she will drink every single one.
No, I should send you guys some big red.
Yeah.
Some big red.
I'm not going to give you my mailing address so you send me cans of soda.
2665 Square Road, Tampa, Florida.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I was going to say was
I live nowhere near Tampa.
It's like I give my friggin' the whore's address and like friggin' make her drink all that Beverly.
Well, to be fair, I know that Brady and I used to live in the same area, so.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you used to tell. Yeah, really. Okay, so let's get some other stuff going down here. Nothing very much out there aside everything Cruiser wants to talk about, including Daniel Ingram's upcoming YouTube show and a bunch of other stuff. So, yeah. You want me to ship Bright with Beverly? Yeah, sure, go ahead, Twist of Fate. Twist of Fate really is eating up the entire chat, I'm going to say that.
Well, it's great to have somebody really involved. It's like,
Oh my god.
wow.
Twisty, twisty, twisty. All right, so I guess we gotta address the elephant in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Juwan is the only one without a face cam. And it's really, really...
What's up with that? Let's talk about it.
It's so
My desk
embarrassing.
is a mess.
What?
So my desk is a mess, so I don't like to show it.
Oh, you're gonna need to get that thing
Oh,
cleaned.
mine is too.
So can we,
Even though I said to myself I was going to clean it.
Yeah.
Pokes chat with
I
steak.
thought the elephant in the room was, when are we gonna start selling Evan's bathwater?
Oh.
What?
You don't know that story?
No, what are you talking about?
So there's this cosplay Instagram model named Belle Defani, I think. I'm gonna butcher it. She decided to jar up her bathwater and sell it for 30 bottles a pop.
Wow.
Or $30 a pop.
Oh,
There
wow.
goes my business idea.
I know, right?
Asshole.
Put some Etsy
So-
on that shit, man. Put some glitter in there.
So we're just wondering
Wow.
now, when is Evan gonna sell his bathwater?
I guess that would only work if it was in high demand. It's like whoever this lady is, like.
Oh, I
don't
heard it
know
is.
who she is.
When they finally
And
detox...
someone actually did the math
Mhm.
on how much bathwater, how much she can make off of that.
Wow.
She can make over 38,000. I think it was like 38,000 a tub.
Yeah.
It's like when you get like someone they can sell their teeth or something like that.
If we reach 50 followers on Twitch, we'll sell a mystery brony theater bathwater.
Miss Business bathwater. I can make that into a segment. All right, so yeah. And all jokes aside, we need to talk.
Okay, Zach in the tub.
What?
Zach Cruiser in the tub.
Yeah.
Here we go. Go, Evan. That's a butter dispenser. I don't care. So, other news here. We might as well, Jablonski, we gotta get this out of the way. Like, we cannot hold this back anymore. All right, so last
Just
week.
let it go.
All right, so if you guys want to have any comments or any conversation there, I'm not going to be taking questions regarding this matter, but we have to address it. There's a reason why the friggin' Baltimore bath party. Oh, Twisted Fate, I would love to take a bath with you. Anyway, anyway, bath with the bunny. Anyway, yeah, he's the Baltimore bath bunny.
Yeah.
Is he in our server? I want to change his name to the Baltimore Bath Bunny.
I think he is in this. Well, is it?
Anyway, he said no, XD. Well, I will. Oh, Cruiser, you're here.
Yes, hello.
All right.
The man of your dreams is here.
Okay, Cruiser. Right before we get into talking, I got to address the audience on the situation right now.
And that is
About what happened this week. So I'm gonna be taking
Yeah.
full screen here just to tell you how this happened, what's been going on. I've been getting fucking messaged all day, and it's really bugging me. So let's get this over with and explain what exactly happened. Last
it
week,
was his fault.
Evan's talking.
last week there was some news that broke out about our good friend Joey O of Peacock Pictures. And hold on, I gotta freaking adjust my screen.
And Pony Meets World.
Pony Meets World, Earth to Pony. He did Joey Underground and everything there. He's a good artist. What essentially happened last week, for those of you who didn't know, Stephen Bryant says hello, Cruiser.
Hee
Hi. And apparently Princess Lovebright crashed in. So I'm just going to get this out of the way just because I don't want to, go anywhere further in this. So what happened was, damn it. Sorry, I'm trying to fix the screen, but I messed it up.
Yeah.
Shit, come on. Let me just, can I please? I'm getting really pissed off. Getting pissed off. There we go. Anyway, so what happened was, Joey's Twitter account was hacked, and some guy made a post. Oh, good. Now he's on FaceCam. he made a post saying that he passed away, and naturally, a lot of people believe this post. It was a very, very rough day for all of us. But Jablonski was the one that actually informed me on this, and he was basically just that. He was the guy who informed me on all of this, and I was just like going through the work day, very upset because he was a friend of mine, and I was just worried like I gotta make a statement when I get home. I just gotta. So later at my break, Cruiser calls former Gala head Arlene, and she confirmed that he was still alive, and she was confused about what the hell is going on. So yeah, you can see the details on basically anywhere. You guys can agree with me on that, right? You could basically see this news story anywhere at this point.
Yep.
So what essentially happened was Joey made a stream shortly after on that same day saying he was alive. He was in bed rest. He was not doing good. He was drugged up. And essentially what was going on was this. He made a stream shortly after hours last week where he said he found out who the hacker was. I'm just going to abridge his story a little bit here. Sorry if I'm taking up the spotlight here, guys. I just want to kind of get this out of the way. Jablonski, I'm going to have you involved in this soon.
All right.
So essentially what happened was Joey was sent to the ER that same day because he had a collapsed lung, and he was passed out. He had, and I think his father like took pictures of him when he was out, just saying he was all right and everything. And then the guy compromised his Twitter page, and basically took it over. Joey was, I think he was in the hospital when he heard about this, but apparently the nurses wouldn't let anybody use their cell phones in there or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. And besides, he said he couldn't really do anything because he was too weak and too drugged up at the time. So I mean, yeah, some people were making posts on his Facebook page and everything there, but they kind of didn't go until like he was posting a video online. Anyway, the day afterwards, he said he was able to find out who the hacker was. They got his Twitter back online. The guy was apparently gotten his Google account, and he got an email from a guy called Constantine, which was the signature in the tweet Constantine BH, and apparently he sent him like, what was it, voice files? It was voice files, was it?
Yeah.
And they were of his friend, but so they thought it was his friend, one of his old colleagues or friends that was doing that hacked him, but he denied it, and he had no idea what they were talking about. So he then looks at the name BH and found out it was a guy who was harassing his film group. I'm going to be giving you the name here out loud, Mr. Benedict Ho. I'm not going to tell you how to reach him, as if it's kind of obvious right now. So this guy named Benedict Ho has been harassing Joey for like years, as well as other members of Peacock Pictures. And
yeah, that's good. Hold on, guys. Let me just mute my mic here.
Okay. So essentially what happened, like, he was harassing Joey, all these other Peacock Picture members, and he was like like being all crazy. He was damning his family to hell, his friends to hell. It was like crazy. It was like, this guy was nuts. So Joey made the video and basically explained to everybody, saying to protect your accounts, which we basically we basically condone that as well. If you have any two-step verifications in your social media, please have that activated. I actually went to a friend of mine who had contact with some hackers, and apparently he was able to get me on security. Apparently, a two-step verification is basically like the bane of all hackers at this point, because it's supremely hard to bypass. So yeah. Anyway, once then we were I was at a doctor's appointment on Wednesday, and I was thinking about this. Maybe it was because I was bored, or maybe because I was really, really mad. Because if you guys don't remember, we were hacked in 2016 for Mystery Brony Theater. And I just wanted to message this guy on Twitter. I wasn't expecting him to get back to me. I found out he had a YouTube page where he was denying it was him and everything. So I wrote a tweet to him, which I'm going to get my phone out, and I'm actually going to read this out loud. Just because I want to get this out of the way and explain there. Jablonski, you saw this tweet, right?
Yep.
You saw this tweet. So, and I think Higgins did too? If I'm not mistaken. Okay,
I've seen these tweets. This
was the tweet I wrote. I said, dude, just stop. Just stop. This guy, Joey isn't going to talk to you. Joey isn't going to forgive you. Joey isn't going to help you. Your efforts to communicate with Joey are 0%. The guy traced your email to your home, provided photo evidence to prove that you did this. Nobody is going to... Wait. Did I freaking... forget to... And also showed your past history with him with all the messages of hate you sent his way. Hell, even if you weren't the guy who did this, you can't defend your reputation now with that past history. It's all documented, and his friends, family, and fans have seen it. You wish death on him, his friends, his family, all because you didn't appreciate his lack or tone of responding to you. As a good friend of Joey, I can tell you that he is a hardworking guy and only treats people with respect when they deserve it. You, sir, do not deserve it. Because of this, let me put this into perspective. No matter how much you deny it, no matter how hard you beg, no matter what excuses you give, no matter how much you say you're innocent, no matter who you blame, this is the case as of now. Nobody is going to believe you. Nobody is going to defend you. Nobody finds you innocent. Nobody connected to Joey is going to send messages from you his way. Nobody is going to fulfill your request, and nobody is on your side, and they won't be ever. If anybody is, I pity them, because those messages you sent him all... Wait a minute. Because those messages you sent him all this... Wait a minute. Oh yeah.
You were doing so good.
Because those messages that you sent him before all this were hateful and clearly shows that what kind of human you are. Your best bet right now is to stop. Go find a doctor to talk to because you may need a guidance counselor to get through this storm of hate coming your way.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do is I'm actually seeing, he actually responds to it with this gibberish, like saying defending himself. He actually says, I'm not autistic. I'm like, I never fucking said... And like what happened
Nobody said he was.
Yeah, I didn't even imply. Guys, did any of that message I sent him like have me imply that he wasn't autistic? Anybody?
Nope.
Like Juan, you're not even following this situation. Did I even say anything in that message about him being autistic?
No.
Exactly. So
Not
like
any word.
But like I'm trying. The thing is, I'm continuing to talk to this guy. This guy on the other thing, I won't give his name. He just recently joined our chat stream. He said He just said, like, you are not a victim. He's like, yeah, I am a victim. I'll prove it. But I'm like, fine, prove it. Defend yourself. Show me what you got. And he sent this message. He said, I have 3 pictures. And I'm like, fine, show all 4 of them. Show me how you can defend yourself. Show me that Joey's a liar. And what did he send me again? I forgot. He, like, sent me this message he had with
like random screenshots.
Yeah, one of which was of Joey's timeline, one of which was another thing there, and he said it was from Orlando, Florida. I don't know. I'm like, this is garbage. This doesn't prove anything. But as soon as I'm messaging this guy, I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, like, should I continue talking to this guy? Am I going to make this worse? Because then the guy who originally tweeted him saying you're not a victim, like, tagged Joey in it, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, oh shit, I start deleting posts. And I said, wait a minute, he blocked him. He can't see any of this. Okay, so I continue talking to him, and later I'm talking to him more and more, and he just keeps denying it. And I'm like, dude, you're not getting anywhere. So do you know what I do? You want to know what I do?
Mm-hmm.
I decide to show him 1 point of generosity. Okay, who is echoing? Is there someone echoing?
I don't know.
Juan, I think I can hear you. I can hear me echoing in your end.
I don't hear it.
I do. Anyway, so what essentially happens
I wonder if it's my... Hold on. I think my...
No, you're staying. You're staying. You are staying. Anyway, what happens was...
I think that somebody, like my parents, might be playing TV in their room, and I'm going to close the door.
No, I heard my... Never mind. Anyway, what happened is like I decided to show him some generosity. I don't like this guy, but like I wanted to at least... If there's anything the show taught me, My Little Pony taught me, it's to at least show generosity.
Mm-hmm.
Say what you will about reforming villains, but at least they gave him a fucking shot. So what I do is saying, listen to me, I'm going to give you 1 chance right now. 1 single damn chance. You are not going to get out of this, man. You're not going to fucking get out of this. I say, this isn't word for word, I'm just predicting here. So I'm just going to give you 1 piece of advice. I'm going to be generous for once, even after what you did. Delete your social network right now. He revealed your Twitter and your Facebook and your YouTube is out there right now. Dude, get rid of it all. Stay away, whatever. Because there's going to be a storm coming your way, and or you might have a matter of point where you say something that you're going to regret. So, and what does he do? He just shoots me down. I offer this to him 3 times. 3 times.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm wrong on this one, so later that night, I'm trying to work on Bruce's video, and I'm just this guy's distracting me. So at one point,
Yeah.
I messaged Jablonski. Jablonski, what did I say to you? What did I say to you?
I can barely remember. There's
Like the
there was just
exact
so much going on
wording.
in that post.
So,
Cat, get out of there. Stop.
God damn it, Jablonski. Anyway, what I did was I messaged him saying, like, dude, I'm talking to the hacker. And he's like, I'm like, hey, you want to come in here and watch this? And he's like, yeah, man. So it's me and the queen, as she's known in our server. We're on this server, right? So I actually showed the guys his YouTube page, which, I just want to show it to you guys, but I don't want to be that person.
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't show it. That's gonna give
It's
him
like-
attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that I won't give him.
Long story short, it's cringy, isn't
It's
it?
not that it's gonna give him attention,
On the
but more or
record.
less you're gonna lose brain cells watching it.
I value my brain cells.
It's like,
Dad, I think it's against Twitch TOS.
huh?
I think it's against Twitch TOS too.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a Twitch page, for honest.
No, but
No,
you
no, no.
should-
We are on Twitch.
We're
We're
on
on YouTube
Twitch.
and
So,
Twitch.
You gotta remember, there's 2 TOS systems when we're doing. There's 2 TOS systems we gotta follow.
What is that?
Yeah. Terms of service.
What are we saw? What's the terms of service I'm looking at here?
No,
What now?
well, we'll discuss the Twitch TOS later.
Basically, what I'm saying here is, I mean, even if I could just put it on YouTube. I could switch my restream here to show YouTube.
Evan, keep going, okay?
Anyway, so we're watching his videos, and all of them are like cringeworthy. They're like 2-second videos that were clearly taken on cell phones, and they're made of like screenshots, and they're clearly made with like the iMovie program on there, or like whatever it is. Like my favorite one of all time was what was his review of the Power Ranger morph belt thing?
Oh, you mean the morpher?
Yeah, it was like his review of the green morpher, and it's
Absolutely nothing.
it's just 2 seconds of something. That's it.
Some
It was the best review.
people don't know how to be content creators.
But yeah,
I'm sorry.
Then later, here's where it gets good. We're just telling him, he just thinks we're harassing him, and he thinks I have his Twitter at like gunpoint, but I don't. I'm like, I was just recommending he deletes it. He's like, no, don't make me delete my Twitter. I'm like, I wasn't. So what happened was this. At one point, like I have video of us just messing with this, just like talking to this guy. Like, I was trying my hardest for
Alright.
each post not to make me sound like a fucking cyberbully, which I do not condone, despite what this guy did.
Yeah.
So, what happened was, back in face. Essentially what happened was, at one point, he makes the post. Come on, man, I suffer enough, don't you think? Please, just give me a chance. I know what I did was unforgivable, but just gives me this last chance for now. I won't do it again. I won't bother you guys. Guys, only if need to, and sin is not illegal. This guy was a fast typer apparently. So we've been doing that. Justin, me and C are freaking out, and like I wrote down what he says. You just fucking admitted it. He admitted it. You just purged yourself.
Yeah.
I immediately send a screenshot, and I also get the queen to send me a screenshot taken from her phone of the computer screen to authenticate it's not photoshopped.
Dang.
And so yeah, the guy just fucking purged
You
himself.
just played yourself.
We didn't even try and force it out of him. Jablonski, you can agree. We didn't even try and force it out of him.
No,
He just
he didn't say.
he just
jack about
freaking
it.
cracked. He like cracked.
Yeah.
So what happened, chat? I'm sorry. I'll be with you guys in a moment. Just relax. Anyway, wait. I immediately send a screenshot in the photograph to Red Arrow. I go to sleep that night after we block him. The last thing I sent him was the HAL 9000 quote. So and so, Benedict Ho. This conversation can serve no purpose. Goodbye. And then he responds, and I send him a link to HAL 9000 singing Daisy. So exactly. So then I go to bed. The next day, I am woken by a message from Justin Jablonski. I was hoping to get some video work done for Bruce, but I couldn't because something happened. Apparently, it blew up.
Oh yeah, it blew up. It blew up overnight because people went on with him, and then I wake up the next day with even more, almost double from the night before.
Like Horse News got on this. All these other people got on this, and it was getting more. And he was actually able to get more info out of him. Like he started like I'm gonna read this Twitter thread here. Horse News. Why can't you just listen to reason, huh? I need to talk to him. Map Thinker says, why should he talk to you after what you did? because I know what I did was wrong. Ever since Joey's called me out, I realized that what I did actually did have consequences. Another guy responds, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the confession. Why did you lie to us and say it wasn't you? Because I felt is the only way to hide my guilt. Yes, although you mentioned I'm not the hacker, I still won't be. Let go. But it might as well admit I am the one, because obviously the right. What the fuck? Like, really, man, there's no way he said he feels sorry for doing it. No, sorry's not going to get you out of this, man. Sorry is not going to get you out of this. Like, really. Like, so he goes on, he's like trying to threaten Horse News. This is his chain line, apparently, that he sent to Horse News that's not in the public. Hey, you never helped me. Horse News, you are dead later. Yeah, that's going to make it easier. You're Horde News. If you don't answer, I'm going to threaten you some more. Come on,
For
man.
the Horde!
Oh boy.
This is sent 5 minutes later. Come on, man. 3 minutes pass. Bro, just help me and solve, and I won't be mad at you. Mad QTU at you. This. What happens now? Like, 13 minutes pass by. Horse News, stop this hacking business, okay? I am too tired of you, and this is getting ridiculous at the moment. It's too much. Another, like, 2 hours pass. You will free me tonight, right? Another hour passes.
No.
It's your fault I'm in this mess. I thought you'd take care of it yesterday night. And Horse News basically put it out here. We don't block anyone at Horse News. It's actually a policy of ours, along with us not announcing a death without official confirmation. But at the rate we're going, we might need to make an exception for this. I'm not going to say there, but so, like, here's the thing. Joey messaged me earlier, and he said, and he didn't really want any of his friends to get involved, but he thanks you from he thanks me for standing up for him. I told him it was nothing there. I kind of felt anger after getting, like, hacked myself at that point. So yes, Jablonski was watching this all go down. He still is right now. He's monitoring things.
I'm still watching it. I have him blocked, but I still look at his tweets.
Yes.
And they are gold. Pure gold.
Again, I'm not going to
What are
reveal
they saying?
like,
He's still going on about saying how he's innocent and going back and forth between, oh, I'm innocent too if you don't do this or else. One of my favorite ones is that he sent to me before I blocked him was like, hacking isn't the only evil thing that can happen. I'm like, bitch, you do not know the first thing about evil things. I grew up as a horrible fucking person. I still consider myself a really bad person, even though everyone else says otherwise.
I think you're an angel. Anyway.
I think you're nothing but good. So,
Like,
but I mean, I've only known you for a short time, but still.
Like, there was a fucking point where you thought you stole a woman from him or something?
Yeah, because okay, he thought he had people on his side, and he was like, you took her from me. You took her. How dare you? How could you? Who?
What was her
This
name?
person. And you know how in Guardians of the Galaxy there's that one character went, who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sent that to him.
Like, you
There's
Star-Lorded him?
He sent like 3 picture messages on that thread of him just going, this person. I'm like, I have never met that person in my life.
So this guy was
You liar.
going knucking bonkers.
And then there was another person, and then the person that they mentioned, she didn't know what the hell was going on. So I'm like, sorry to bring you into this, but he's putting words in your mouth, and I just want to get this figured out. She was like, I have no idea what the hell is going on. Like, okay, sorry.
So yeah, I'm not gonna get further involved in this. Joey kind of wants to so that's basically what the theme is here. Like, I told Justin to stop at one point because, like, it was at this point he was just thriving for attention at the moment, and I can imagine he still is right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna make this clear with everybody.
It's the negative attention, but still.
I may put out there saying, like, oh, I'm a hero. That's just me, like, just throwing, like, freaking BS out of the way. But I'm just gonna make this clear right now, is that
That's ego right there.
as I'm not saying I wasn't proud of what I did. I'm actually glad I was able to help get some information out of this. But at this point, I'm just like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Like, I told you my side of the story. I do have a bit of a statement that I put on Twitter telling kind of like a slight info of my side of the story. If you want to look it up, it's at Mibevan, Mibevan. It's gonna be tacked on there for a while. But in the meantime, like, I trying to stop because it was distracting me from everything there. And the thing was, like, you know, that stuff. I also want to say...
Yeah, that's what drama does.
I also want to say out loud that I can understand Joey's feelings because when I got hacked, we actually released similar videos of us telling what happened and telling people to secure their accounts. We had a similar thing there. And basically what we felt was that we kind of had like a fear that if we were to get more people involved with this, they were going to get hacked, which I know is unlikely, but it can happen because you don't know what this person's like. So, yeah, like I said, I'm condoning this, like I said, with that small short stream I made here. Protect your accounts. If you have a Google account right now, turn on that two-step verification. It'll allow you to... It'll send a message to your phone telling you when there will be that someone goes on a different device. It's, from what I've heard, it's a hacker's bane. It's like literally the roadblock in the way. Wait, it's that way when it's that way to approve the device that it's logged on your account with, it'll send you a special code. I think Twitter has one. I don't know if Facebook has one, but like it's worth looking into security.
I think it does.
If it does, go for it. Just go for it. So, but yeah, I'm not going to get further involved in this because, like I said, it's distracting me from my work. I got a lot of shit on my plate right now, and I really don't want to get too distracted from it. Like, I got Bruce's video, which was supposed to be done 3 days ago, done yesterday. Still not done. I had to get some confirmation, basically.
Well, it's a good thing I take weekends and holidays for my writing. So.
And one last thing, I'm just going to consider this my final message to this guy. If you guys want to take video of this, I don't care. But basically, here's what I got to say to you. I showed you generosity, man. I showed you generosity despite what I did. Much like what Kataris did with the person that killed her mother in the Avatar Last Airbender.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was an intense episode.
Right, not now. Much like her, she didn't forgive the guy who killed her mother, but she showed him generosity and let him live because he knew she was suffering enough. I tried to show you that same kindness. Only in this time, I tried to make you avoid having this kind of problem. But you know what? You didn't listen to me. And you want to know something? If you were to see this clip right now, you know what you would do right now, whether this would tweet? You would be in the comments section right now trying to defend what you did. But you know what? It's pointless now. Nobody is on your side, man. Nobody. It's over. You got a whole article on horsenews.com, which any of you guys could take a look at, by the way. And like everybody now knows who you are and what you did. You're done. You're absolutely done. Guys, can I get an amen?
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Thank you. Basically, yeah, I gave you a chance to get out of this. I was showing you a little bit of kindness despite me not even liking you. You didn't listen to me. You did not listen to me at all. So, answer me this. Yes, you ever want to respond to this? If you ever want to respond to this in any way whatsoever, was it worth it? Was any of this worth it? Was hacking his account worth it? Was lying to people worth it? Was not taking my advice worth it? Was any of this worth it? Because like I said, even if you weren't the hacker, you've already proven to be an asshole already. One final message to anybody responding to this. I'm not going to condone, as much as I didn't like this guy, I do not condone cyberbullying, so I don't want you to go and be that person to him. Like I said,
I've heard that Audio Wave Dasher reached out to him for being his PR representative.
His what?
PR representative.
What does that mean?
His PR representative?
Public relations.
No, whose are you? Like, whose public relations
Audio
manager
Wave
are you?
Dasher.
Oh.
So yeah, like I said, man, you messed this up. You messed up, and it's done. I gave you a chance to get off. Horse News even said you should get out right now. So yeah, there you go. You're done.
Yep.
We all know. And you want to know what something's here? Let's just say he decides to hack another page. Somebody related to Joey that got him out. Do you know who it's going to be? We know who it's going to be. And let me say this again.
Be on the lookout.
If you do it again, I'm going to guarantee nobody's going to show you no mercy. See, you will get into severe legal trouble. You are so fucking lucky Joey gave you a break. Yeah, I didn't mention that. Joey said he's not going to take any legal ramifications because, like, he has a lot on his mind right now. He's stressed out. He lives in Singapore, and he doesn't want to go through all that paperwork with the FBI and everything, whatever. So yeah. So that's pretty much done right now. So yeah, again, guys, do not go. I'm not, as much as I don't like this guy, I'm not going to condone cyberbullying this person or anything like that.
Just watch the glorious dumpster fire from a distance.
Yeah.
I got popcorn.
Yeah.
Joey himself wants to put this behind him. Do not tag him in anything regarding this dude. Dude, just give the guy a break. He had a lot going on for him this last week. With that said, guys, I am sorry for stealing the spotlight. I really am. I had to get all that anger out. I just wanted to emphasize that I'm completely done with this guy.
Yeah, drama is very draining. That's why I try to stay away from it as much as possible unless I absolutely need to get involved.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
there. Princess
Speaking
Lovebright,
of trolling,
Princess Lovebright, I'm sorry I have been ignoring your things. I'm sorry if you want to restart what you were saying, it's fine. I had to get all that out.
Oh, no. I was just going to add on to the moment you were saying with Katara and Zuko in Avatar: The Last Airbender, that episode where they confront the guy who killed her mother way back in the day. Oh, yeah.
All right, so Cruiser, you're up. I'm sorry, man.
first of all, sorry guys about my camera. For some reason, it seems to get stuck a lot.
Yeah, it's been. I think that's a glitch that's been going on with Discord lately to many people.
I hope that's the case. But anyway, what did you guys all discuss before I got in?
Haley,
Much, really.
Haley Bailey as
a few. Yeah,
Haley-
Mary. No.
Sorry, go on.
Oh, you discussed the Little Mermaid casting. We discussed the Mulan trailer. We discussed the. We were talking about Beverly's for some reason. What else?
Okay, so quick thoughts on at least those two trailers, or just those two movies. As far as The Little Mermaid goes, with having a black Ariel, it's not so much that the race is an issue; it's just going to be distracting. That's it. It's not it's not a race thing at all. So please take that argument, and everyone can shut it. As far as the Mulan trailer goes, I have to admit, while it looks very action oriented, it still has the original still had a very cartoon vibe to it. Not just because it was a cartoon, but we had Eddie Murphy as Mushu. So I'm wondering how that's gonna go down.
Mushu's
Gonna be in the film.
Yeah, Mushu's
so.
not in the film.
Okay, so we are ignoring
History. We're ignoring
She's
history.
gonna have a phoenix instead, from what I heard.
Was there any dragon guardian that Mulan had historically?
Like I
or
said,
is that just in the Disney cartoon?
It's not even just that, but that was one of the things that I liked about the movie, was seeing Eddie doing Mushu.
Hey, I just want to see someone do an accurate story of the real story of Fa Mulan.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I don't
with
know
the
what you mean by
trailer-
Beverly though.
I was saying that Disney's going to be closing Interventions, Club Cool, and character meeting greetings in fall.
When it comes to
Hold on,
there's a few
wait a
things
minute. Disney in Orlando is closing character meetings in the fall.
Yeah, they're doing the character greeting spot. It's a spot.
Why are they closing it?
because renovations for Epcot.
Okay, so it's just temporary then.
I don't know.
Okay, this is how it's gonna go. Character meet and greets are gonna be closing there, and they're gonna be moved elsewhere in the park. The Club Cool closing, however, elements from it will be placed somewhere else. Innovations is closing for good. Mouseworks is closing for renovations, however, they'll open up. And Electric Umbrella is closing for good, and honestly, I'm glad.
I'm not familiar with Electric Umbrella.
It's burgers and fries place that's like really cheap.
It's like where they have that disgusting food thing.
Yeah, they have disgusting food.
So there's at least my thoughts on that. As far as some of the other things that have been going on, first of all, thank you to everyone who has watched the new Hoof Rock. It was definitely fun to make this with Traveling Arrow. because a lot of people were in fact mixed on that song. A lot of people just flat out did not like it, and I don't want to put any spoilers out there. Please, check it out. And the whole idea was try to figure out why do people not like it, and I think we turn it into an interesting mystery concept for that particular episode. I am already working on the other one. Hold on a second. There we go. Anyway, so thank you all for watching it. I'm already writing the next one, which is going to be I'm on a Yacht. I don't know if it's going to be out before BronyCon because I know Evan wants to have a few videos done prior to that, and that's the most important.
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
So that's...
I swear to God, if I do not hear a "I'm on a boat" reference or joke, you can do it anymore.
It's in the script.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Oh,
but the
islands, gotta love them.
So thank you to everyone, and also I was surprised that Thespio left a comment.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but like whenever one of my colleagues actually watches one of my videos, and not only that, but leaves a comment, it's like, I did something! They noticed!
Yes.
And that's not meant to be rude, but it's like, it makes you feel less like you're spinning your own wheels. Like, other people are listening to you.
That's the thing, like, when I'm about to release something, in this case, like, when I did with Whirl, I like to kind of, like, host, like, a premiere kind of event where I get, like, early viewers and then, like, invite people to watch it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I would treat my big releases like a red carpet ceremony, in a way.
There was... Oh, go ahead, Juwan.
I was gonna touch on something because I didn't get to it when we were talking about the Mulan trailer.
Okay.
I hope they hinted at the matchmaker. Please tell me we at least get that scene.
Which matchmaker are we talking about?
Scene? From
Oh,
Mulan.
it's Mulan.
Matchmaker.
Yeah. Oh man, who are they gonna get as the? Yeah, the cricket gets put in the tea. Man.
Oh, the tea.
But anyway, moving on. While Bright Idea just mentioned about the idea of drama, there is at least one thing that we do have to touch upon, and that is the latest info from hashtag Change the Channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Brad Jones, aka the Cinema Snob, was doing a live stream of a midnight screening, and they brought up hashtag the hashtag and changed the channel and all that, and his wife was accusing Obscurus Lupa of sending followers of hers, or at least the followers of the hashtag, to, I guess, dox them or make a false police report. And then there was another video too by Cinematic Venom posting a bit of an update about the current status of the hashtag and the movement. And not only did it reveal Brad Jones' recent incident, we'll just say it, but the other thing that came from it that really disappointed me was Erod, the Blockbuster Buster. He was someone that I actually liked. He was someone he came off as someone who did care about fandom, but was still, at least tried to walk that middle ground between, business and fandom. And he's also a fellow Floridian. That was great. And
I did not know he lived in Florida. That's awesome.
Yeah, he
lives on the Panhandle.
Yeah, Tallahassee. And his favorite actor is Bruce Campbell, and I even sent him an email saying, like, hey, Bruce Campbell's coming to Tampa, to which he really appreciated. But then Cinematic Venom releases this update about it and shows that apparently I guess maybe he's going through possibly some issues, because what ended up happening was that there was a new update about the movement. He sent Erod a message about it, and he goes, "Stop messaging me. We are not friends. I've been trying to be professional about this, and stop contacting my affiliates," meaning his former producers for Channel Awesome. And I'm thinking, whoa, dude, like, that's a little harsh. And he even said that to the guy who runs Cinematic Venom, his name is Rob Bohr, and he said to Rob, "You don't know what me and my fellow producers went through," and Erod actually said that during his farewell video to Channel Awesome, that he actually did not experience any abuse from Channel Awesome. So now it's like, okay, Erod, now you're lying to us. And Erod even promoted this documentary that Rob Bohr made, and because he messaged him, Erod actually took his endorsement video down. So I don't know what he's. That one just really bothered me. It really did. And here's the thing: I am willing to at least give Erod a chance to. I don't want to say defend himself, but tell his side of the story, because we all know there's two sides to all of them. But however, I'm not holding my breath. I will, unless he makes some sort of video telling us about his actions, I will not be watching his content. As far as Brad goes, I was never much of a Cinema Snob fan. I mean, every now and then I'll get a message from Evan like, "Dude, you gotta check out this review," and I get a few chuckles out of it. But when this whole thing with Channel Awesome happened, I know Brad stayed, and what the impression I got from Brad Jones was he was someone who knew that what happened was bad, but he decided to go down with the ship. That was the impression I got from him. Then suddenly I find out, what he and his wife said, and now I'm sorry, I can't defend this guy. I think he's scum. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's a real shame. And Rob Bohr even made a point, and you guys can go ahead and chime in on this. Not really a point, but he said this statement. I'm curious to know what you all think. He actually said that Channel Awesome ruined the video, the reviewing community. Do you think there's some truth to that?
Not really. I would say
Channel Awesome?
If by all means it made the reviewing community stronger.
Yeah, I mean, it
Not
gave
anymore.
it a start.
Yeah,
No, not anymore.
Yeah, it got its start. That's true. However, it seems like now it hasn't. I mean, come on, we haven't even gotten an update on Where's the Fair Use in years.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I remember throwing my own hat in the ring, doing a video on Where's the Fair Use, but yeah, it didn't really seem to make anything of it afterwards.
Yeah. It's pretty disappointing. And I actually met like half of the crew from Channel Awesome when they still had the original lineup. It's just very, very depressing. If you guys get a chance, do look up Cinematic Venom's video on it. He goes into way better detail than I just did. But yeah, I can no longer defend Brad or Erod. At least unless Erod's willing to make some sort of video detailing what he's going through. But I am not holding my breath.
Yeah, whatever you're saying about Erod, it seemed kind of confusing how you were describing it. Like, so he was for somebody, or like he was saying I didn't experience any harassment or anything, but now he's saying he did?
Yeah, basically when Rob Bohr made his little documentary about it, which is still on YouTube, and it's like 90 minutes, so it's like a legit documentary.
We have a caller, Mr. Connor Woods.
Yeah, I'm here. Good to see you all. I am very sorry if you guys couldn't remember me. How are you all doing?
Doing
Awesome.
good,
Fine.
Let me explain. How many all of you play Roblox? All of you?
Nope.
I've never played Roblox, but I only know
the
the
Roblox. What is that?
And I also
It's like Minecraft,
I got
but
a perfect
Microsoft, I
idea to
think.
show you. People do not understand. if you guys want to come join, we have if you want to subscribe to my channel, I have a brand. So it's good to see you all. Now, I'm so happy. Anyways, I just look at this drink I have. If you guys can see it, it's Snapshers. Really good drink.
A what?
The only thing we're seeing is your avatar, dude. Which, by the way, I recognize that cartoon.
I think that was not thing. Yeah, that's gonna be a thing.
For some reason, he went out.
Juan, can you verify that as a troll?
I kind of feel like that was a troll.
That was a troll. Choke.
I love how Evan picked up on it because I think he saw my eyes start to narrow. That was a troll.
Yep, that was and he just got retired. Tired. I'm gonna be having him off the server in a couple months.
Want me to purge him?
Purge it.
Anyway, yeah. So Rob Bohr made this documentary. He actually sent it.
Juan, let me know when he's purged.
He sent it to Erod on Facebook in his private messenger, and Erod was so happy about it. That documentary meant a lot to him, and he even made a video endorsing it.
Oh, there we go.
And then suddenly Avengers Endgame was coming out, and he said that he was avoiding social media for a while to avoid spoilers. And throughout that time, Rob only sent him 2 messages. I can't remember what about, but it wasn't really anything major. The guy, he was not being a nuisance. He wasn't being annoying. And then he sends Eric, or that's Erod's real name, Eric, this message saying that he just had a Skype call with someone from Brad's immediate circle who's willing to talk with change the channel. And that's when Erod said, Rob, stop. We are not friends. Stop contacting my colleagues. You don't know what me and my affiliates went through. Stop contacting them. And I'm like, whoa, where did this guy come from? Yeah, that, and Rob even pointed out in his update video how Erod said he didn't experience any, abuse, and yet here he is in this message.
He's lumping himself in.
Yeah, and he even has screen caps, and not to mention his affiliates, the former contributors, didn't have a problem with him messaging them. So that, that, like I said, that was just really disappointing, because he was someone that I liked.
Juan, Juan, is he purged?
Yeah, he's banned. I just banned him.
Cool. Every day I get to play the retired sound effect.
So if anybody, gets a chance, please go to Cinematic Venom's channel. Check out the documentary as well as the update video, because they're worth seeing. And despite it being over a year, I don't believe hashtag change the channel is worth letting go. And to put a finer point on it, one of the things that Brad said that really bothered me was he was on some podcasts, giving his 2 cents on it, and he, I guess, was making some sort of sarcastic comment about the people who are behind the hashtag, and he goes, I just want you to apologize, even if you don't mean it. I'm like, what the hell, dude? And then his response to that was me being nice. Like, dude, screw you. That's like, I try to at least give you the benefit of the doubt. Like I said, I thought he was someone who knew it was bad, but he was willing to go down with the ship just because he has loyalty to Doug, or they're really good friends. And I could actually understand and respect that. But dude, screw you. No, you are just as bad as them.
I wonder if we can compete with FNGR on this whole episode.
God, we should have had him as a guest. But no,
I want to. This time, I want to throw. I'm sorry, but yeah, I see what you're getting your feelings there and everything against it, chat. So yeah, what was the name of the guy who posted this documentary? Cinematic Venom.
Yeah, that's the name of his channel.
His name is Cinematic Venom, guys. Feel free to look into that, see what you got.
Now the Eminem song is the one from the Venom movie.
What?
Venom.
But anyway, moving on. If you guys remember the last episode, I talked about this Fire Festival documentary, and Evan recently saw it.
Fire Festival.
Well, so did Juan. Juan saw it, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
You said you... No, he was talking about... Oh, you heard of it, didn't you?
I heard about it. I didn't see it.
Well, I
heard
remember
about
when he
the
said that
post.
the first thing that came to me, I was like, oh fuck, I heard of that, and it was like,
Yeah, basically it's like it's. Have you ever seen like a burning building, and while it's disastrous, you can't help but just marvel at it? There's something kind of
Burning down the house.
every burning building I've actually seen has been a burning building of a friend or relative I've had, so no.
you get the metaphor, dude. Please don't do this.
Oh, I'ma do it.
No, don't, Evan,
I'ma
because
do
I've
it.
actually been at Evan. I'm being fucking serious this time.
I think Juan has. He's a fireman. I mean, like.
Was.
You were a fireman?
But no, I get the metaphor. Go ahead. Yeah, Juan was a fireman.
Cool.
And yeah, Evan said it was pretty bad.
And no
just
amount
seeing
of firemen could save Firefest. Let me just say that.
Yeah, Evan said it was pretty rough. Just how many people were stranded there, and how the guy who made it, he really wanted to try to live that lavish lifestyle, like being on planes with models, drinking liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was also an interesting. I hate to use the word commentary because that really wasn't the point of the movie. But I'm just going to say it anyway. There was some interesting commentary about people who either want that lifestyle or want to pretend that they have it, because this whole thing started because Kendall Jenner made one Instagram post spreading this Fire Festival concert, and because of that one post where she was paid $250,000 for, sold out the festival.
Whoa.
Yeah. And now, because again, people saw what was in the video and they said, I want this. And now there's a company in Russia where you can actually pay to have someone take glamour shots of you, like in an airplane, making it look like you got, models and liquor and expensive cigars, and the plane doesn't even leave the tarmac. It just sits there, and they take, these, high-profile pictures of you, and people buy it.
It's a service.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, to put the
It's a thing that exists.
To put the synopsis, Fire Festival was a festival that was being held in, where was it?
Somewhere in the Bahamas. It was supposed to be Pablo Escobar's island.
Yeah,
but
let's just face it, that would have been the thing that saved him. They didn't say it was Pablo Escobar's island.
Yeah, the people who are head of the island told him not to say it was his island because they want to clean up their reputation.
And he did.
First promo video goes out. They said it. They were kicked off the island.
Fuck you. You did that one. But yeah, basically, it was a party that went completely wrong. I'm not going to go there. I know the Internet Historian did a short video on it. A rather funny one, it was rather funny, may I add.
I saw that one.
Mm-hmm.
The ball pit, man.
Yeah.
The ball pit.
Yeah, and speaking of the ball pits, I didn't know this, but apparently just under a year ago, the woman who started DashCon released a video detailing what happened and why everything went so wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that one, and it was really interesting. I loved her style of how she's like, yeah, I was a stupid teenager, doing stupid teenager things,
But anyway,
and she had a really,
Anyway, yeah, I
thought
I found the documentary to be really good. It covered all the good basics, and it really kept you on your seat about what was going to happen and everything like that. It was kind of like watching, waiting for a bomb to go off, and when it went off, you knew everything was going to be bad. So yeah, the video was called Firefest, the greatest party that never happened. It's on Netflix. It's definitely worth a watch if you're interested in seeing some stuff go shit to south.
Yeah.
And speaking of stuff on Netflix, Stranger Things season 3 came out.
I haven't seen
Yes,
it.
it did.
Yeah, I need to see that. A person, they sent me, they have My Little Pony stuff in it. Just
you can actually buy it
conversation
at
about
Target.
that.
you can actually buy that. You can actually buy that backpack at Target.
How do you know this? Because I am a nerd. Come on, we all knew we thought he was gonna say brony. But no, I'm afraid we've been going rambling on about stuff there when I can't help but noticing silent over there, being silent, not being acknowledged in any of these conversations there. So I'm just gonna say up front here, silent, Mr. Sparts. Sparts, get over here. You get over here.
Not
Here,
the
you
favorite
ready?
part.
So, Mr.
I think he said farts.
No.
So, Mr. Sparts, and I know you can black me up on this. What I'm going to say is that
It lives. It lives.
Can someone please slap that on a T-shirt?
Yeah, it's just me and him sitting next together. I have one shirt that says "black me up on this," and he says I blacked him up on this. Anyway, but like I want to give him credit for finally beating my Mario Maker level. And to answer your question, Mr. Sparts, I can't put a checkpoint in there because it was a mission-based thing.
But
So,
Mr.
Sparts, can you tell me what your initial thoughts of this level is now that you're on full screen?
I told you it needs a checkpoint.
I can't put a checkpoint in there. It was a mission-based thing.
You can put checkpoints in missions.
No, I tried. No, legitimately, I tried, and it said if you do, it has to change to just race to the finish.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, and I am going to be trying this level when I visit Evan this week.
Really? You want to give it a shot?
Next week.
Want to give it a shot?
Once you figure out the dev route, it's easy.
There is no dev route.
I will say this, though, Evan. I will try it, but I will more than likely go Homer Simpson on your app.
Why not? Why not? You can't really blame me because
it...
However,
it's okay. I know where all the secrets are. I can just post the comments near there.
You don't know where any of the secrets are, Juan.
I do.
Really? How many secrets are there?
I know of a few of them.
Oh, really? Name a couple.
I'm not gonna name a couple so you can change them.
On air.
Juan, you really think I'm gonna get... Juan,
plus on there. Do you really want me to give it out on?
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
It's all part of the fun.
I mean,
It's all part of the fun.
Well, then
Everybody
again...
else has to suffer like I do.
Fine, have fun there. I mean, like, I can't really rebuild. I was actually considering making some stuff visible, but, like, I actually decided not to because I didn't want to replay the level again. But yeah, Justin, if you beat it, it's fine. However, I'm just going to say up front, Juan, your suffering has just begun. You know how Cruiser said this was a troll game? And we kind of had a impasse, like, we kind of went to détente on that one. I'm just going to say up front, if Cruiser thinks we agreed that some people like to troll other people, and me, on the other hand, I'm not. You've just defeated 1 of 4 seasons. You defeated the Sunshine Vacation. You have to defeat the snow. Next up, you're going to be hit with something cold.
See what I'm going to do, because Evan wants us to create our own level. I'm going to create the desert bus of Mario levels.
What, a level where nothing happens?
Exactly. You're just going to be climbing a vine for 8 hours.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's fun. Actually, I don't even know if you can do that. Actually, I know what you can do. We could probably make a bus out of blocks.
Do what? You cut out there for a second.
I said we could probably make a bus out of blocks.
Get on this.
Would it be a blockbuster?
Oh! Ba-da-bum.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I gotta deal with. I gotta put up with these 4 idiots. Anyway,
I can't tell if that's thunder.
Yay!
Evan's gonna go through. So yeah.
I'll say this when
Juan's gonna go through that, and I have another one. Get ready for my next stage coming out there, Juan. And by the way, I did beat his stage. Did you see my comment I put on there?
Yeah.
I beat it. Yawn.
Did you also see what I put in the tag that this is awful?
Yeah, I did see that. You called my bad level. That was okay. I thought it had some challenging spots.
Oh, and there. Now that it's been a week, we can now talk about this. The end of the Rainbow Special, or the Rainbow Road Trip.
Oh,
special.
Rainbow Road Trip, yes.
Otherwise, Pleasantville played by ponies.
Yeah.
I remember that movie.
I liked Pleasantville, young Tobey Maguire.
Really?
Before he was Spider-Man.
And became a dick.
Yes, before he was Spider-Man.
Was it before he became an asshole?
When did he
Yeah,
become an asshole?
pretty
Dude, you didn't know that? Tobey Maguire is considered to be like one of the grade A assholes of Hollywood. But he is
Care
not
to
a
explain?
he's like
an
not
asshole
a
in the
good
third
person.
movie, but
I can't give you examples, but let's just say for like 7 years, I think it was, he was voted the #1 worst person to ever ask an autograph from. I can't give specific examples, but yeah, from what I've heard and heard of people who worked with him, he is not a nice dude.
I see.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, we saw it, or at least most of us have. I watched it a second time, and it's okay.
yeah.
That's the impression I got.
Yeah.
It's perfectly
okay.
serviceable. It's better than like previous generations of My Little Pony specials where there's like, oh, it's this like kind of, it's not really a movie per se. It's
Yeah.
not theatrical, but it had just like, it's like an extended episode.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I kind of saw it more as like a love note to the fandom, because you could basically like replace some of the stuff in there, like saying stuff like, the way I saw it is like, you don't need a convention to like keep our fandom together. Just continue the message and the dream. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was I thought it was a kind of like a love note to not just Brony fandoms, but any fandom in general. Where are you going, Juan?
Yeah.
Juan, don't you leave me.
He's no longer gonna black you up, Evan.
Shut up, Justin. Anyway.
No.
But
I'll say this: after watching season 3 of Stranger Things,
Oh, what?
I'm craving Jello.
But let me just say this: throughout the
I still have yet to see an episode. No spoilers.
I'm not gonna spoil anything.
throughout the entire special, my eyes were killing me.
With all the rainbows.
No, like it was a matter of like, there's an editing. Okay, you guys know about what the term saturation is, obviously.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, saturation in imaging is basically controlling the brightness of color in a in photos and everything there. And for a good majority of this thing, I actually sent a joke to everybody by saying like, this shouldn't Rainbow Road Trip. This should have been called My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Special. We found out what the saturation button does. Don't believe me?
Yeah.
I actually went to Photoshop and took screenshots, and I actually upped the saturation. I'm like, wow, okay. And the thing was, you guys can agree with me, the show is bright and colorful, right?
Yeah.
That was
totally.
that was the problem. Like 6/8 of this film, of this special, is like within this contrasting saturation thing. And
Yeah.
I can imagine
so
this
the saturation turned down.
Yes, the saturation turns down, but what the characters, when they're in color, they're very bright. Like especially when they're like, each scene like 75% of movie of each shot went during this thing. There are the colorful foreground characters that are the color compared to the flat unsaturated background is in the front, and it's kind of like the same thing with a 3DS with foreground and background. Like if I see these colorful characters in the background, it's fine. Like they're like, it's kind of like overtaking the balance. But when they're in the foreground, they're like taking up like 75% of the screen, or like up to 50. Your eyes are going to hurt you. It's like, let me put it like this. Imagine you're in a dark room, okay? Imagine if you're in a dark room, like you can dimly lit, but you can still use a flashlight. When you flash your light, there's a couch in front of you. The couch is going to be the highest thing illuminated.
Yeah.
So you're gonna need to run because it's the closest to the light. Like where everything else is kind of like darker. It's kind of has that problem there. It's going to hurt your eyes. Now I'm gonna not pretend like everybody goes through this, and I can imagine it won't happen again, or they could just do what I do and turn down the brightness of their TV or the saturation. Heck, to back my up on how this is a problem. Basically that's the reason why there's a saturation, brightness, and contrast setting on the TV. Because this isn't the first time this has been used. Let me just put it like that way. And I'm not saying everybody goes through this. I can imagine most people get over it, like I said. Not to mention it went through one other thing that I never got. And like...
Well, you don't have to mention it. Why are you mentioning it?
Well, the thing I was going to say was that like it moves into a bit... It also creates a bigger problem with the animation that was pretty much inevitable with most HD animations these days. And that's the bleeding. There is so
Yeah.
much bleeding in.
Yeah, there's so much
You know,
gore. It's like a horror
bleeding?
movie.
What?
I knew Pinky was nothing but trouble.
No, like the term in animation. I'm not an animator and I don't know much terms, but I know the thing is bleeding when there's like a single color scheme that's like lifted out of a thing. It's basically a like kind of like bleeds into the scene. Like imagine like putting a coloring book. Imagine you have like a piece of paper behind you and it's like still has white paint or ink on it and it's like wet. Okay?
Mhm.
Now imagine taking a coloring book page and putting it on top of that picture. You're going to see the colors bleed in.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yes. I can't really spite them because I think this was kind of an inevitability, but like there's a way you could splice it out and oh my god, in terms of bleeding of the special, it needs to go to the goddamn ER. My god, it was so distracting for me.
I didn't notice any technical issues myself, but I gotta see what you guys are talking
I got a list of things that are like showing of like the I got like a small folder of like 6 scenes where it bleeds in. And basically I can't really post them right now because I'm on this thing. I don't really want to switch channels, but like
Yeah.
it's like you can see the next scene coming in, there's motion blur, it's like crazy. Like I said, I didn't hate the special. I thought it was a good thing. Just that was, and the animation was good. I didn't really find the high quality thing necessary, but like it was still good.
Oh, but one of the things that a lot of people have said is that it seemed like it ripped off an episode of G3. Care to actually confirm for people that's not...
Yeah, if you don't know, we watched an episode of Mystery Movie Theater called Runaway Rainbow, where Rarity is... Where Rarity is part of Unicornia. Yeah, there's a lot more racism in there that you thought. It's just a city of unicorns. Anyway, like, Rarity is the princess and the new unicorn that's gonna celebrate the rainbow celebration, where it's the first rainbow of the season, and apparently that controls color, whatever. And apparently Rarity is like, fuck you, I'm not doing that, and like, she runs away, runaway rainbow, ha ha ha, but basically, she goes away and things start fading away. Rarity gets toothpaste hair and everything like that. Everybody compares it to this. I'm just going to say up front, as a guy who watched it for Mystery Brony Theater and had to edit that episode so many times to a point where I can recite the plot from start to finish. No, this episode is not even remotely close to it. I mean, it has 2 things. It has a festival for rainbows and it centers around colors, but no, there's really nothing there to compare it with.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's interesting. Just the whole... you're having a festival about rainbows. Like, okay, this feels kind of G3-ish.
I will say the episode kind of started off really slow, like I was getting bored, but then I kind of got into it. There's no real villain, there's no really nothing there. It's just a simple...
Yeah.
It's a kid.
Yeah,
it's
however, I hated Spike's design. He looks short and chubby.
All of them look short and chubby.
He's always been short and chubby. It's
no. I mean, I'm like more round than usual. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I do like that they gave him wings for that special, because like it kind of puts this special is way after the movie where he didn't have wings.
Also, can I point out there, in a place where everything is gray, I like how they were able to send them a letter that with a colored note.
Yeah.
That was the thing that kind of bugged me. I'm like, and then they're in another place with color. I'm like, oh, simple. Patrick Star basically said it. We should take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else. It could have been that easy. That could have solved.
We should take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere.
That was literally it. Just replace Bikini Bottom with what was the name? What was the name of the town?
Hope's Hollow.
Hollow.
That should have been it. We should take Hope's Hollow and push it somewhere where there's color.
Yeah.
And speaking of SpongeBob, did you guys see the live action?
The live reenactment.
The what?
I want to see it.
It's like, do exactly as I do.
They did a live
reenactment
of that scene from SpongeBob, the 2 voice actors of SpongeBob trying to teach Patrick how to open a lid.
I think it's supposed to be a whole episode.
I used to troll Juan about that all the time.
Yeah, last I checked, it's supposed to be an entire episode in live action. For
exactly as I do. I always used to do that to you.
Yeah.
Exactly as I do. Exactly.
My buddy.
Put your hand on the lid.
Exactly. Exactly.
it was for me.
Exactly.
Me and a friend. It was Billy and Mandy that we would quote all day long.
Oh my god.
We did the Destroy Us All a lot.
Destroy us all! God.
Should make that.
There was actually
Why do you have
there was
like,
one.
I go up to him and was like, "Why do you have oranges? They're not oranges. They're tangeros."
There was one thing that Evan and I used to say to each other. You like hot dogs, right?
Oh my god. That would just be like the deal. Whenever we got into an argument, that was just the thing that just broke everything there. It's like, you like hot dogs, right?
Shit.
It's like, no, I'm right about this thing. I'm right. It's like, okay, you know what? You like hot dogs, right? Oh, the happening. Oh god. Okay, we got a caller. We got the Queen joining us today.
Who's
the Queen? You know, she was there during. Oh my god. Yeah, so I'm just gonna bring it in there.
It's funny, in the comments, Twist of Fate says the clot thickens when you were talking about bleeding.
Okay, the Queen, you are in on Ants. Welcome.
Your Highness.
Hi.
How you doing?
Welcome, Your Highness. How may we service you? No, you
First
cannot.
of all, give me some chocolate.
I just ate it,
You heard her, Evan.
I just finished my Reese's. Sorry.
That's my favorite.
Cruiser,
Reese's, I love Reese's.
Cruiser, give my girlfriend some chocolate now.
Funny how no one's noticing what I'm holding in my hand right now.
I'm noticing.
I don't even know what that is. What is that? A critter cartridge?
What is that?
Nope.
It's a brownie.
Not a brownie.
Yep, and it's loaded with pot.
No. Never mind.
That's me.
So you missed a lot of.
Oh boy. I can't think of pot brownies without thinking of that scene from Reefer Madness.
You watched Reefer Madness all the way through?
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember the last time I watched it all the way through, but I just remember that scene, the animated scene where they're singing about the pot brownie.
There was an animated scene in Reefer Madness about
Yeah.
pot brownies?
Well, okay, I'm talking about the remake of Reefer Madness.
Oh, okay.
It's the musical.
Yeah, me and Higgins watched the colorized version of that movie, and we were just making fun of how the guy has a big fixation for having purple. He has his, like, instead of pot, it's just because it has his whenever he smoked, he had like purple smoke coming out. So he just said, "I need my purple."
Yeah.
It's the purple stuff, you know. Oh dear.
That purple haze.
Purple drain.
Purple
Hey,
haze.
speaking. Hold on. I got a story for you guys. Speaking of purple here.
Okay, I guess
Now, despite being the rocker of the family, I actually don't do drugs like at all. I don't even smoke weed. But the first time I tried it, I wanted to make sure my sister was around.
Oh god.
Yep.
You tried it one time?
Someone as a witness?
Someone who knew what the effects were and how to handle somebody who's never experienced them.
Oh yeah.
Somebody who's cool.
So yeah, so she hands me the pipe. I try it, and I just breathe it in and exhale it.
Nice,
And
man.
I do this. I do this over and over again. And she goes, "Justin, are you inhaling?" I go, "What's that?" "It's already taken to your lungs." I'm like, "You're supposed to do that?" And she goes, "Don't go Clinton on me." And then
whenever I want.
And then
give me a sex.
So then I actually inhale. I'm hacking up a storm. It's like 30 minutes later, and I go, "Shouldn't I be seeing some sort of purple haze or something?"
No, it doesn't work like that.
Maybe that was your point of view, but no, really, you were on the ceiling and your sister didn't just tell you.
No, really. Okay, this is pretty much what happens with the majority of people. They get hungry because munchies, and they get really damn thirsty. And some have other effects, but we're trying to keep this stream somewhat PG-13.
Yeah.
Usually they just half the time they usually just sit there.
I fell asleep.
I get giggly.
You
I
fell
get
asleep.
giggly.
Wait, you fell asleep?
Yeah.
You did weed?
Yeah.
Once in college. Oh, who, me or her?
You.
Me? Yeah, once in college. YOLO.
Yeah.
Wow,
Well, wait. So you done weed one?
I have multiple times, and it's like I get giggly. It's like it's kind of a hit or miss. Like I can't smoke a joint. It's like and do that, but it's like if I have like an edible, then yeah, it reaches me.
Yeah,
that much
edibles really screw me up.
Okay, so with that being
gummies.
that being said, Bright, can you please give us a pot pun?
Oh, well, I know somebody who was like walking in a mall and he was like walking up to people. He has a miniature saucepan. He's like, "You want a little pot?"
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Right, I guess the queen is staying in this chat. How nice.
We got the Princess of Puns and the Queen. How royal of us.
And Sparks.
You got Dr. Dirty right here. Actually, no, I can't take that.
So what do you? So there was something else for that one too. There was another man that was walking around with a brownie shaped like a pot.
Yeah. Oh boy. So it's like
brownie.
a flower pot? Okay.
No, it was just a pot brownie.
Okay. Was it like shaped like a marijuana leaf?
No, it was a brownie shaped like a pot.
Oh, okay.
Like a cooking pot.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Wait. Juwan, are you still on? Juwan.
Is Juwan on?
Yoo-hoo!
Our silent.
I'm trying to calm my dog down. Sorry, here's fireworks.
I need to ask you something. Did you ever do pot before?
He's like,
No.
he's like, is this the police?
If you I need an answer to that because it's either going to end up with the saddest thing ever or the most disbelievable thing ever.
It's like, I'm not telling, the cops might be listening.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
no.
Well, our FBI agents are rolling.
Because as of right now, I'm just going to be fair here. Everybody in this chat room has done pot but me, so there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, Evan.
So we have someone that's straight edge in here. Holy shit.
Sorry, Juwan, what did you say?
What was the
Don't
question?
worry, Evan. You're
Have you ever
still
done?
cool.
Have you ever did pot?
No.
Oh, good. I'm not the
Liar.
only clean one.
Oh,
he's not the only one.
You
Don't worry,
liar.
guys. You're still cool.
Like I know it doesn't do like.
No, here's a question though. Has anyone ever been crossfaded?
Had what?
I don't know what that means.
That's when you're high and drunk at the same time.
No.
What's it called?
It
No.
must have happened at least once, but I try to keep the two separate.
Oh my god.
I have.
No,
Let
I got
all
a
the
funny story.
Okay, let all the legions of this know that Bright Idea once did pot. I want this news to spread all over. I want to see some friggin' crossover pictures of her OC with a joint in her mouth. Get her like Photoshop like
Okay.
her eyelids like half
no.
down.
No wonder where she comes up with all those puns.
Oh boy.
No, there was a time in college, one of my friends who was also my roommate got high and drunk at the same time. We were supposed to go to a party. She went to another friend's house, went to the bathroom, and all of a sudden I hear a loud bang. She was so hammered and high, she tore off the towel rack.
Holy shit.
Oh
What?
no.
Yeah, and like we all ran in, and she's just like, "Oh my god, did I actually do that?" I'm like, "Oh no."
Uh-oh.
Well, here's the thing though with me. When I drink, I get really sleepy.
Oh my god. I just got a message from a friend of mine. I think it was Higgins, and he said, "Congrats on getting an image in this article."
Excuse me?
Which
He's
image?
referring
Oh
to
yeah, the horse news article.
yeah.
Oh.
You know what? I'll just post it here. I already went through the entire rant. I'm not going to do it again, but you know what? I might as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Evan, I am going to make you a deal.
What?
If I can at least get through half of your Super Mario level,
Yeah.
you have to smoke pot.
Oh.
Oh,
no, man, I'm not gonna go
no.
get. Dude, are you fucking out of your mind? I'm not gonna go out and get some illegal substances. What the hell are you thinking?
Nah.
Oh,
Evan?
yeah.
Evan?
I'm proud of you, Evan.
Yeah,
Evan, let's go to Colorado.
Yeah.
it's funny enough. Okay, so I was talking to Springheart one time because legalized marijuana was legalized in Canada. I like to call her Foofy.
Yeah.
She was saying there, I'm like, so I heard marijuana is now legalized in Canada. She's like, yep. And I'm like, really? Recreational? And she's like, I think she said no. I'm like, damn it. And I'm like, and she's like, what? You think I was gonna give you pot? I'm like, no. I know. I'm not implying. By the way, I'm not implying that Springheart did weed or anything like that. She's a good person. She has a good sense of humor. She's messing with me. But the thing is that like I remember my mom. I asked my mom a random question. I'm like, so when's the last time you did pot? And she's like, I don't know, 2 months ago. I'm like, Mom, when, why, and where? When did you do it? Why did you do it? Where do I get it? My mom actually told me, Evan, you need to just take a break one day and just smoke pot, just please, for your sake.
Yeah. Wait, your mother said this to you?
Yeah, because she knew how stressed I was getting at one point.
You really should, honestly.
I mean, yeah, it is pretty relaxing.
I don't know. Well, that's the thing. I don't have.
I get edibles from my stepfather.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I better stop talking about that, otherwise you're gonna get fucking arrested. So.
I still don't do it, but
yeah.
After learning how harmless it was,
CBD. I get the over the counter edibles because they're a pain in the ass to get because of my current situation, because I can't really go around a lot.
I would go to a hookah bar.
I get my stepfather to go get me the CBD edibles to help me sleep.
Oh my god.
They are actually legal. They are 100% legal.
Evan is feeling the peer pressure.
Nah, not really. I'm just finding it in disbelief.
Pressure.
I just learned today that my friend who doesn't do drink or do anything did weed. I learned that Bright Ideas did weed. I learned that my girlfriend does weed. I learned that Juan doesn't do weed.
I did not do it. It was only
once. It's like, it's not a pattern. It's like something you try is like just to say you did it.
Pretty much.
Well, here's the thing. I was actually at a party one time for college, and I was busy playing. We were playing beer pong with water because we didn't have any alcohol. And I went into the back room, and I was because I was trying to help someone find somebody, and they're like in this room. The whole room is red, and they're like, "Yo, Evan, you ever did weed before?" And I'm like, "No." And I'm like, "You gotta get this. It'll make you feel good." I'm like, I'll keep that in mind. I leave because the whole room was red, and my eyes were like, "Okay, I'm getting out of this place."
Yeah, that's not the time nor the place.
No.
Well, it was at a party. It was a college party, man. It was awesome.
Right. But it's like, these were people you knew or did not know?
Well, I knew them.
Oh, okay.
Like, they were my college students. It was my fellow college students.
All right.
Funny enough, the one time it happened for me, it was originally supposed to be a study group thing, and then someone brought out a bong.
Yeah, my
That's
ex.
heavy.
My first time was with an ex and her friend, and I didn't know how to do it, so they shotgunned me.
Oh my god, no!
They pretty much blew the smoke right into my face, and I inhaled.
Oh dear.
Ooh. So they got secondhand high.
Yeah.
I got secondhand high, which I actually enjoy.
I know people that have died from that. It's really kind of really huge. Like,
no, well, here's the thing though. As a kid, I grew up from secondhand smoke because of my grandfather. So me inhaling smoke from weed,
like pot smoke.
Yeah, pot smoke. Nothing to me. So this was like about I want to say 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, one time I tried Moonawana.
Ah!
I'm sorry, what?
Cruiser got it. Yeah, it's what all you need is a burning tire and a giant glass dome.
Cruiser, I saw what you put in general chat. What?
Let me see.
What happened?
Yep, I easily see that. That's him.
What did you do?
And Evan, I'll show it to you later.
No, I'm looking at this is Evan trying weed. Have you ever done drugs? So many. Sip. Yeah, I meant the one that would suck the glass dick. Actually, I kind of, from what I've heard, my uncle did a lot of drugs, not in front of me, but I basically learned a lot of drug stuff from him. Apparently, he said anybody who does the bong is a fucking pussy. If they want to be a real man, take the joint, smoke it up in your fucking face.
Yep.
Rap smoke. Don't suck the glass dick.
No.
Don't suck the glass dick.
That's what it's called, the glass dick.
Bongs intimidate me. I'm sorry.
Let's put it this way. I have some very creative pothead friends.
I did go. There was this tea bar that was near my college called Natura, and it was a hookah bar. I actually even mean to go back there, see if I can try a hookah, honestly.
I have done hookah before.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I heard it's not...
Hookah
Never heard
is
of it.
dangerous because it's like, it feels smooth, but it's like you do too much, it's worse than smoking.
Yeah, I know that. Like, it depends on there. I mean,
I just took a couple hits from it, and it wasn't bad.
I vaped accidentally one time. I was over my humidifier, and I inhaled it and made myself lightheaded. I'm like, well, I just vaped.
Let's see here.
Accidentally in 2019.
Oh, crap, I gotta clean
I'm sorry,
this
Dwam,
out.
what did you say?
Said vapes accidentally in 2019.
Oh my god, Jablonski.
This one's my current one.
I know what you're doing now before you come into this chat.
What, me?
Yeah.
No, actually, I just drank a bottle of Seagrams before the stream.
Oh my god. I mean, I've drank on the stream before, but like, yeah. What even happened to this?
This one's my current one.
What even happened to the stream? We just went into talking about weed.
I know. We had a moment.
Now we're turning into Twitch.
Hold on, let me get my phone. I'm gonna play some dog in this.
Oh my god, no, you can't.
Let's just say
Courtney, you can't
you
can't because of copyright.
I'm not gonna. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is what I gotta
But yeah, I am an extreme advocate for decriminalization.
Yeah, decriminalize. I mean, especially if it's a harmless substance as marijuana. It's like,
Yeah.
you know. Funny Twist was saying I had a friend that thought it was a hook. They read it as a hook.
And I'm gonna be so I'm gonna see something later on because medical is an option. I'm gonna probably be seeing if I qualify.
Ooh.
Okay, what's that rattling noise?
That's the queen. She has a ceiling fan on her house. Her thermostat is never on because of her dad. No offense.
Yeah, I have an anemic dad who always is hot. I have really old.
So yeah, she has her ceiling fan on. It's kind of something you gotta live with. No offense, baby.
Try being in Texas.
How about no?
Yeah.
Oh, she just friggin'
I'm
backslapped
lonely.
you on that one, Jablonski.
I'm lonely.
Like, no, child.
None of my friends are really here. I got a few friends here.
You're in
None of my
Texas?
Florida friends.
So,
I got my Texas friends, which are awesome.
do you guys actually mind having the queen in this chat?
No.
Besides, we
Absolutely
got
not.
5
She's
minutes left.
She's welcome.
No, I
We
mean
got 5
like,
minutes left
No, we
anyway.
we only got 5 minutes.
what about you, chat room?
12:05.
You like hearing the stuff from the queen? I mean, if you want, we can bring her back if you want.
Sure.
Only if she wants to. Woof.
I don't mind.
I'm not
Nice,
working
because
because
she
I have
actually-
a really
Really what?
What?
Continue.
Anyway. Okay, so, anyway.
Cruiser dibweed.
Galaxy's Edge is failing.
What?
Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland is failing.
What the heck are you talking
Oh, it
about?
is?
Yeah, the Star Wars attraction in Disneyland, motherfucker.
Yeah, but like, what do you mean it's failing?
It's empty.
Well, none of the real
What?
big attractions
What?
are open yet.
What?
Evan, what part of this are you not
No,
getting?
no, I mean,
It's
like, where are you hearing this news from? My dad's friend's been there like several times and said it's been crowded as fuck.
The news sources that I've been listening to.
Or the
What
news
are they
sources
Maybe
you've been
talking
look
listening
about?
to.
Like my dad's friend with David Cobb. He's been there all over, like
If you
several
say the
times, and he said
quartering,
it's been
I'm gonna
crowded
call
so much he
bullshit.
can't even
Hold on,
move.
I can't listen with two people talking. One at a time, please. Can you please stop? Oh yeah, that's right. I thought that was that
Dude,
wheel.
dude, that's not gonna
mouse.
stop. You're gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah, I thought.
I'll turn off my fan. I'm sorry.
I keep thinking it's that wheel that you find on a mouse that scrolls the pages.
Oh,
That's what I
that's
think
what
it
that
is.
sound like.
So, what are these sources you're hearing this from?
Look at this. It says here, even says here on CNBC, Galaxy's Edge is running out of lightsabers, cryo crystals, and droid parts, but there's still plenty of souvenirs to bring home. I'm only seeing like maybe 2 articles here that's saying it's that's down. But
people on YouTube who are posting their videos about their visits at Galaxy's Edge. People who wouldn't lie.
You implying all these articles
probably
about
went on low. They probably went during low attendance hours.
Yeah, man. I mean, like it could be a possibility. I mean, like you have to have a reservation to get in.
I thought they ended that.
No, they still are doing it. They're going to be doing it for quite a while.
I remember
Cruiser. It's ghost time because they can only let so many people into the area. You have to buy a reservation, I believe.
Let me see.
Makes sense.
You don't believe me? I think I can dig up the picture of my dad's friend David Cobb, the guy who designed Men in Black. He actually has a picture of his wristband that proved that he has a reservation. That proves it.
I don't doubt that he was there, Evan. What I am saying is that perhaps it's not as good as people thought it was going to be.
Maybe let people figure that out for themselves.
Yeah, basically. I mean, like people said the same. People said I can imagine there's some stuff there with Toy Story. I mean, that doesn't just because it's being hyped up doesn't mean it did bad. Doesn't mean that I wouldn't like it.
Whether something is hyped up or what was that?
Yeah, I mean, like they hyped up several stuff and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's like whether it's hyped up or like being opposite of what's the opposite of being hyped up?
Not
like
not
this is terrible. Don't go and watch it.
That's not really hyping it. That's more or less just like de-promoting it, like putting less promotion on it.
Yeah.
Oh, before we get to the final 5. Hey Google, what's cooler than being cool?
Ice cold.
Nice.
I would have said Vanilla Ice.
Well,
it's a song, Cruiser. Come on.
Ice cold.
No, I don't think Cruiser was here for what the fox said.
Yeah.
Quick, show Cruiser a kitten video. That'll make him feel happy.
Evan, fucking stop that. I said in the chat before, I was not kidding.
Dude, why are you so mad about it? What's the
back off?
What's the problem, man? Easy.
Back.
I think
the fuck off.
Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, man. What the hell?
Eh.
Okay,
It's
final
like...
5, I guess.
Okay, so about Evan's job.
All right, guys. Final 5 moments here. This is where we leave our big moments with the with final little decisions and things, whatever. I guess I'm gonna go with Jablonski because he's.
Do you want to stay again, or do you come in with me?
Jablonski,
Jablonski,
you got 1 minute to do stuff. You are going. Your time begins. Now. Begin.
I am glad to be back. It's amazing. I'm so glad I'm back on video. Writing stuff. I'm just going with the flow right now. Just trying to get back into a routine for me. It's going to take a little while before I actually start regularly putting stuff back out. As far as projects go, I got 2 articles I already submitted. I got a chapter that's almost drafted, and a few other little tidbits that I'm working on here and there. At some point, I'm going to start doing the soapbox thing. I haven't decided when. Probably in fall. Also, everyone, since I'm on video, drink your motherfucking drugs.
Okay, we got that down out of the way. I guess the next one we'll go to is
yeah.
Cruiser. He's chill. Let's begin. Your time begins now.
The only thing I can really say is BronyCon is coming up. Sadly, it's going to be the very last one. I don't know what's going to happen afterward. I'm hoping new conventions will open at some point, but I remember talking with Charlie at Fest, and when he's seen PonyCon, he said we have to get over this G5 hurdle. And none of us know anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
All I can say is support your local cons.
Is that all you got to say? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, let's move on then. Put the next one there. Let me still have the timer there. All right, I guess I'll go with the next one being Jawan, because he hasn't said anything. I apologize for keeping you in the dust. All right, so Jawan, you're up and going, so begin. Wait, I gotta reset the timer. Go. You go.
Look out for that Shady Safe Studios branded bath water. It's coming soon. You gotta iron that out. I gotta continue my work on Worth the Hack. Coming up with another video actually, hopefully soon. When I iron out the details. And I think Scruff said he wanted to pick up the trail on a few other things. And I can't wait to host that one episode of Ants. It's gonna be I have no idea what it's gonna be.
Yes, we're gonna rock the fuck out of it.
You're not gonna be Jablonski, you're not even gonna be there.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Oh,
do you not remember the whole conversation with the blackjack and the hookers?
Yeah.
All right, so is that all you got?
Yeah, blackjack and hookers.
All right, that's a good thing there. I guess
Greatest final words ever spoken.
All right, I guess the next one up here is Bright Idea. Do me the honor there, and just your time begins now.
Yes. So, unlike other weeks where I've come on to the chat and say, yeah, I'm still working on stuff, like, I hope to get a video out, I actually have a video that's coming soon, like, as soon as this week, and it's basically explaining where I've been and what I'm up to, and saying I'm going to BronyCon, and I'm working on more cutie mark pillows. You might have noticed during the stream I was, like, doing some sewing, so I'm starting on something for Michelle Krieber.
Oh.
You can tell because it's yellow and it's got part of the badge, but I still need to cut out the actual apple part thing. So yeah, I'm making custom cutie mark pillows. If you want to order something from me and get it hand delivered to you, I am running a sale on my DeviantArt, so please check me out there.
That all?
Yeah.
Good, you were just literally 3 seconds before there. All right, so I guess I don't know. I guess if the queen wants to say anything, you can. Okay, so time begins now, I guess.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone has seen me on the stream once, or at least several times, I believe.
Yeah, sure.
If you guys actually would like to have me back, and if I'm available, and if everyone else is okay with it, then I would not mind popping in once again in a blue. I had fun, so that's all I gotta say. I'm really shy, sorry.
It's all right. Hey, you were great. I need a fellow female in this chat. I'm surrounded by dudes.
I mean, if you want, if it's up to you
She's
guys.
surrounded by Richards.
I mean, if you guys want to come in, then that's fine. I mean, like, depends on what you guys want to do. I'll just.
Okay.
I mean, whatever you want to do. Okay, so I guess that only leaves me, I suppose. Only me, indeed. Just gotta get back.
Only you.
Only me. Okay, let's begin with my time. So, so I began work on. I'm still working on Mr. Boney Theater. There might be a slight chance I might be able to get something done before I go to BronyCon, but nothing too confirmed. We'll see what happens. Juan, your suffering has just begun with Mario Maker.
I can't wait. Bring it on.
If you guys want to try my very hard Mario Maker level, I'll leave the code in the chat over there. It's called Sadistic Summer Vacation. I don't know, just whatever you want to do. I mean, I'm going to be taking a break next weekend for a party. I got to test some stuff up with Cruiser and everything there. Juwan, I'm going to get you the stuff for the stream, and yeah.
I got to get that all set up.
Alright, so that should be done, I guess, there. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight on the stream. Like I said earlier, Like I said earlier, with regards of what happened this week, please do not go harassing this guy. I don't condone cyberbullying, just ignore him. If you want the whole story, I have the horse news linked in there. I'm not going to do anything there, but, Twist of Fate, thank you for eating half of our chat.
And also,
It was very entertaining.
before we go, hey Google, self-destruct.